Warning, the following contains actions performed by idiots. What you're about to view should not be taken as factual or educational. For further questions, please refer to your Google. What is up? So in this video, I'm going to try and get some cage stuff done. So I mentioned in the last video, this is from a Civic. It was a little too narrow, so I put it between two telephone poles and ratchet strapped it. I only need to pull it like, I think it was 3.5 inches. So that's done. In a moment, I got to do an alternator on some car, and then I'm running up to PFI. Sean has a guy up there that has the metal that we need. I took measurements on this, so we're going to go up there and bend the A-pillar bars. So what we're going to do for that is we're going to run a bar here, and then we're going to send it all the way back to the main hoop, obviously on the inside of the car. Some people do that halo up top. This just seemed like, because what I'm trying to avoid, I don't have a tube or pipe bender here, so what I'm trying to get out of the way is all the stuff I need bent. So now that we have the hoop, and then once I get those bars, everything else should be a straight, straight shot. So gonna try and get that knocked out of the way. Until the car with the alternator comes, I'm gonna try and get the main hoop, at least get the plates down and get it tacked in place. I'm gonna try not to fully weld anything until everything is like kind of in place. I know it's gonna work. I don't like going elsewhere and then bending something and coming all the way here, because it's kind of scary. Because if it's not right, it's not a whole lot we can do other than waste another 2 hours driving back and forth. So that's the plan for this video. That's the plan for right now. I'm gonna get going and we'll see how far we get.
Yeah. What's it like to wrestle a grizzly bear?
I like wrestling myself.
Are you kidding me? Look at this.
Okay, so I got back from PFI pretty late last night. It just took longer than it should have. But we got the bars bent. It's these two here. I don't have a whole lot of time today either, which really sucks. So I'm just going to go as fast as I can and just kind of get some stuff mocked up and tacked on, and just we'll see what happens. I'm going to get started now. here's a quick little update. This bar is just tacked in. I kind of eyeballed how straight it is compared to that. So these are the A-pillar bars that I had Sean at PFI Bend. The angle is a little bit off, and that is not Sean's fault. It had to have been something to do with my measuring. So let me see if I can do this with one hand. Okay, so if that sits level, that puts this about there. I would like this to sit right on the crest of that corner. I don't know if that's proper. That's what I'd like to do. So they're both a little short as far as that angle goes. So I'll show you right now what I'm going to do to change that. All right, guys. Even though the body's removable, this is not This is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. So, several things I'm battling. One, so when I sit in that seat, this windshield sits up significantly higher than that, obviously. So I was kind of worried about my view. Two ways to fix that. One is to cut the bottom of the Bug out to drop the body. Second one is to raise the seat. Both are going to give me, they're going to get me that much closer to the bar, which is basically my concern. So if those are my two options, doing the seat a little higher is obviously the easier of the two. The next issue I just realized, so you saw me move that bar, I moved it back. I decided this is what I like more. The next problem I am seeing now is, so I put, here, hang on, let me put the flash on. There we go. So I put that in where it's at because I cut into this. So I figured putting that right there is not going to be as structural as it was. I could just be wrong, but I mean, the body's going to be under here tied in, so it might strengthen, whatever. Okay, so that was my train of thought, is that's not going to be as strong because there's nothing underneath it, but okay, whatever. So that's there. That is a little bit further in than that bar, which makes a door bar problematic. If I just did one up like that, I could probably get used to that, but I'm planning on doing an X. So, sorry. So if I do this bar, something like that, it's on the seat. I mean, it doesn't even really want to touch the bars, and it's still right there. So now I kind of feel like I need to put this over for the door bars. You'd be surprised that every single time I start something like this, I'm pumped and I'm like, okay, I'm going to get to here. And then, I mean, cleaning up these spots for the plates, I mean, it was, you guys watched the time lapse, but like this side, I mean, just cleaning that spot took like 20 minutes. Like just getting all this rubber crap off and then cleaning it nicely. Maybe not 20, but like 10, 15 minutes. And then, you know, I went back and forth with these bars and where I wanted them, and then I had to kind of change the angle. It just took freaking forever. So now I did all this work, and I'm like, yeah, we kind of have to move it. So I don't really know. I mean, if I put it on this angle right here and then cut a crazy angle on that and just slit it to like here, I don't know if that would be enough to get what we need. Well, I guess I could figure it out. One sec. Okay, so yeah, basically we would need that to go about there for it to not touch the seat. And even then, it's still gonna be stupid close. I don't really know how to go about doing that. Okay, so something I just tried just to see. I'll look up and see what the the actual requirements are for like the height of door bars. But if I just put it above the seat, my leg actually has plenty of room. It's hard to see, but it's lined up with the clutch, so like my legs feel fine. If I kept my arm inside, that would suck. But I mean, resting on here, that's like what I do on the Jeep. Like that door bar is about right here, so I can either rest it here or rest it on the window. So if I go high enough, I mean, I think that might work, because the only option. Okay, so I thought about putting that out a little bit more, but realistically, as far as like this, I mean, that's going to change the angle from that to like that, which isn't going to do much. The other option up here is to put that like, I mean, it'd have to go all the way to here, and I just don't know. Oh, you know what I could do? I could notch. Okay, so what if I notch that pipe with that L and I weld that pipe on that angle? Do you know what I mean? Like cut this shape into the bottom of the pipe and then rest it on there. That could work. It's gonna be pretty much redoing everything I did. There's no way these plates are coming out. I'm just gonna leave those. I don't know. I'm gonna sleep on this because I really don't, I mean, gosh dang it. I mean, it would be nice if this was out. I mean, back here, it's going to stay the same. You know, so like right here is going to be the same. And up here would go to like that. So like my knee would have more room basically. But then, okay, okay. So the other problem is if I put this over, I will be hitting the top of the bug right here. So I'll have to cut this down. I guess that wouldn't affect height because it'd be sitting up. I don't know. I mean, okay, I literally, this was sitting there. That's not what's going to be there. I literally just put this on there so I could sit in the car. I'm going to call the video here because I really actually want you guys' opinions on this. I think the right way to do things would be to bring this to here, put it on that. By the time the bug is welded inside of here, this should have strength again. That's really, I mean, that angle isn't going to change a whole lot, but if you can imagine this being about here, that'd be significant. Basically everything I did today would be a waste, but I think that would be the better way of doing it, because I'd have to cut that, you know, to that height basically, and then bring it over here. That spot should be able to stay about the same. I can just angle the bar in. All of that work though would just be to achieve maybe 1.5 inches of knee space, which I don't know. I'm tired. Give me your opinion. Okay, sorry guys, I'm spent. My brain's cooked. You really don't realize. I mean, this is so simple amongst some of the stuff that other people do, and I'm tired of hearing myself think. I'm burnt out for the day. So let me know what you think on that. The nice thing is everything that I need bent is here. Another option would be to bend door bars, but when I could just move that over, I think that'd be the quicker, and I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea. It'd give me that much more space overall in the car. So that's the right way to do it, but I'm going to try and convince myself to just keep it this way, but then I'll go back and I'll probably end up doing it the right way. But I'd like your guys' opinions. Man, I don't know. Okay, so the bug, I had to trim a little bit more off of this, and then I'll probably have to just cut a little section out of the back part of the bug just so that clears a little nicer. Okay, so luckily, so I can't bring this forward and put it through there because the bug's like windshield piece actually sits flush against that. So I did that part by accident basically because I didn't want to go through that dash section, and luckily it worked out. So hopefully you guys kind of have an idea of what I'm going for, and you saw enough and can see enough to kind of help me out. I mean, it's kind of cool. There's something there. Okay, so I'm done talking. Let me know what you think. Read all the comments, like all the comments. I really appreciate your guys' opinions and help. Sorry this video took a minute to get out. This last week was busy. So yeah, I think that's about it. I have nothing else exciting to tell you. Let me know what you think on that. I'm going to go to bed before I have to wake up in 4 hours. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, okay, I'm done. Bye.